So I got a new tool for the toolbox. This is made by ACDelco. It's a digital torque adapter. So this will basically turn any wrench into a torque wrench. It's super small. Pretty convenient. Pretty convenient for vans or RVs. A small size, easy to carry. This is a 1/2 inch size. It comes in other sizes. It does have its certificate of calibration for the device, just telling you like the plus and minuses, how far off of the set normal it is. It's about like 2% off, it seems like. The reason I got it is because this is what I usually carry. My torque wrench is 2 feet long. It weighs 5 pounds. It takes up a lot of space. If you drop it, it could get damaged and lose its zero, so then it's kind of useless. I also bring a socket set with me, and that's not going to change. I always have the socket set. So now I can turn the socket set into a torque socket set. So let's get it set up. 21mm socket, that's what side the Ford Transit lug nuts are, and a wrench. And now I took a standard socket set and just turned it into a torque wrench, which I think is super nice, and that'll be very handy for in the van. You can see its footprint is super small altogether. I won't even use the carrying case, I'll just put it in a tool bag. So now let's just go over the usage of this. It's pretty easy. It's 3 buttons. On button turns it on. Your on button is kind of like your main menu button too. So with a long press, you can change some options. You get it flashing. Use the power button to scroll through. It's showing Newton meters now. I gotta make sure I keep on long pressing. I'm going kind of slow because I'm talking about it, but this is kilograms per centimeter. That's also a unit of measure it could use. Another long press. I can switch it to foot pounds, and then I can switch it to inch pounds. So Newton meters, kilograms per centimeter, and then foot pounds. And foot pounds is what we're going to use mainly, but it's kind of nice it has the other options because sometimes you'll see things that'll have like Newton meters as their readout. You have to Google what the conversion is. So I'll put it in foot pounds. That's probably where I'll keep it most of the time. You see there's a little T right on the end of my thumbnail. If I hit the up arrow, I can turn it into a P. So P is for peak, and then T is for trace. Peak shows you the peak amount of pressure you applied. Trace shows you a real-time feedback of what you're doing. Long press again, get it to flash, and let's up the foot-pound limit. Well, not limit, alarm, I should say, to 150 foot-pounds. Just do a long press on the button, and it can scroll through real quick until you get close to what you want. 150 foot-pounds is the torque spec for the Ford Transit lug nuts, so we'll set it up to there. So now it is ready to go, and it keeps a memory of this, so it's going to kind of stay in this for until I change it again. So let's go outside and get the lug nuts torqued. So I got a lug nut puller from Amazon. Super cheap, but these lug nut covers are hard to take off. So that makes it so much easier. So I'm going to use this on my torque wrench. My torque wrench is 4 years old, so it could have lost its zero, I don't even know. So it'd be handy to have this just so I know that I'm maintaining the proper torque specs on the stuff I use it on. You can see it climbing. It's going to start flashing as it gets close. But then you see the lug nut started turning a little bit. So let's see. It's probably pretty close. Still turning. I'm going to move the screen so I can see it. I want to make sure I'm not applying like too much force. So I'm just going to watch it as I go. Alright, so it's like 148, I think is the number that I saw. So let's take a look up closer. I'm pretty impressed with this. This is super simple to use. I'm just trying to turn it so we can see it more in the camera. Give another click. Like 149, I think is what I just saw. So, nice device. Pretty close to what I would expect. And it's also good to know that my torque wrench is probably still good. So next video, I put sumo springs on the van. Easy install thing. I'll make a whole video about it. I'm just trying to drive with them and see how much I like them. So like and subscribe for more content, and thank you for watching.